So the number one question that I've been getting is, when is the market going to burst? The short answer is we're not in a housing bubble. What's happened back in 2008 was very simple. There were ninja loans, no income, no job, sub 500 credit score loans, and most importantly, adjustable rate mortgages. Currently, with government oversight and regulations, the housing market crash of 2008 simply can't happen again. For the most part, our buyers now are well qualified and they have fixed rate mortgages. So no matter what happens to the housing market, it's just not going to affect their mortgage. If anything, if housing prices drop, their tax rate's going to go down and their mortgage is actually going to be a little bit smaller. So none of that is something that we have to worry about. The other thing is we have so much more inventory in 2008. And if we look at the number of new home builds leading up to now, almost every decade there were 10 to 15 million homes a year being bought. And then in the decade from 2010 to 2020, that number is only 5.9 million. We simply just don't have enough new housing for the demand. And because of that, we have too many buyers. Another problem is boomers are looking to downsize and they have money. They're buying in what would normally be considered a starter home. At the same time, the millennials are out in force and they're going after those same homes, and that is driving the prices up. The last thing I want to talk about is the interest rate. The rise in interest rates this year was not unexpected, and in fact it was planned. Last year and in 2020, the Feds were buying what are called mortgage-backed securities. These are traded just like any other commodity, and it's what drives the interest rate for the mortgage. And in 2020 and 2021, the government was buying up those mortgage-backed securities, and that pushed interest rates down to historically low numbers. 2.5, 3% was very common. Starting in January, the Fed stopped buying those mortgage-backed securities, and that caused the interest rates to go up. So coupled with that, as well as the Fed's promise to raise interest rates across the board, we've seen a steady rise in mortgage interest rates up to the 5% range. Now keep in mind, back in the 80s, we were at 15, 16%. So 5% is still historically very low rates. And because of this, with the strong buyer's market, with a lack of inventory, and an interest rate, while higher than last year, is still relatively low, the market should stay strong for years to come. In fact, we're expecting the economy to go up at least 5.5% this year. That is going to continue to increase house prices. And while we are in a very strong seller's market right now, we expect by the end of the year that's going to even out for buyers and sellers, but still the market will remain strong, and we're looking forward to helping you. So most importantly, if you do have questions about this, if you're wondering what your home is worth or what it might take to get into a new home, call Team Moore and we'll be happy to help you.